Good, good morning and good afternoon. My apologies. Welcome to week 3 of the Progressive Liberal Party's campaign update and responding to various matters that may occur throughout the week. We're going to begin this afternoon presentations with an open statement by the Minister of Public Service and Labor, as well as the candidate for Golden Gates. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. In 16 days, voters will choose the leadership and the team they want to carry the Bahamas through the next 5 years. They will choose which party has placed the stronger offer before them, and they will choose which leader has shown the steadiness, the judgment, and the character that this moment requires. The Progressive Liberal Party is asking for your support on the strength of our offer to you. We're offering steady leadership under Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis, and we're offering a serious team that has governed in difficult times and kept the country moving forward. Under his leadership, the country secured our first credit upgrade in almost 20 years. Crime fell. Clinics were built and upgraded. Airports across the Family Islands moved ahead, and workers saw long-delayed agreements signed. We believe that leadership is about keeping the country steady, making hard decisions, and following through. So what is the PLP offering to you? We're offering relief for your household, and that means keeping VAT off all unprepared food at the food store. That means competition law to tackle price fixing and unfair business practices. That means a price comparison app, anti-gouging action, and reforms that aim to bring down the pressure families feel in the store and in daily life. We're offering a better deal for workers. That means the Employment Bill 2026, which is paid paternity leave, mental wellness days, progress towards a livable wage, a pension workers can count on, and health insurance for all civil servants. It means a government that sees the dignity of work and believes that working people deserve fair pay, fair treatment, and stronger protections. We're offering a better future for young Bahamians and for everyone who wants a fair chance. That means training 25,000 Bahamians through Upskill Bahamas by 2031. That means a new BTVI campus, BPath, and more apprenticeships, stronger pathways from training to work, and more doors open for Bahamians to earn, advance, and build a life right here at home. We're offering a serious path to lower electricity bills. That means LNG at Clifton Pier, solar at scale, smart meters across the country, 23 microgrid and solar projects, and a target of 30% renewable energy by 2030. It also means an energy equity rate, so Family Island residents are treated fairly. We believe that that is one of the strongest parts of our plan, because every Bahamian knows the weight of a light bill. We're offering more affordable housing and a fairer path to home ownership. That means more affordable homes, expanded rent-to-own for essential workers, stronger rental standards, and new affordable housing subdivisions on our Family Islands. We're offering better schools, better health care. That means universal early childhood education from age 4, breakfast in every primary and junior high school, coding from grade 7, AI literacy from grade 4, and a new hospital in New Providence, a new hospital in Grand Bahama, expanded NHI drug coverage, telemedicine across our Family Islands, and a 24-hour mental health and suicide prevention line. We're offering safer communities and stronger Family Islands. That means a backlog reduction court, biometric borders, deeper community interventions, 19 airport upgrades, broadband on every inhabited island by 2031, and a development plan for every island. We're offering accountability. This leadership launched the Blueprint Tracker, the first public tracker of its kind in our political realm. And the new blueprint goes further with a public progress dashboard on My Gateway, so you can measure delivery for yourself. So these are the options before you. One option asks you to take a chance. The PLP is offering leadership, a proven team, and a plan built around lower costs, more opportunity, better pay, lower electricity, stronger services, safer communities, and a better future for you and your family. That is our offer to you. We invite you to choose progress.
We now have comments from the candidate for Yamacraw, Zane Lyburn.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Picking up where Minister Pierre-Gouleau left off, I want to focus on one part of the Progressive Liberal Party's offer that speaks directly to people across the country, and that is our commitment to the Family Islands. In 16 days, Bahamians will choose the leadership and the team that they want to carry this country forward. When voters look at the options before them, they should ask a simple question. Which party is thinking about the whole country? Which party has a plan that reaches beyond Nassau and speaks to every island, every community, and every family? The Progressive Liberal Party has brought that offer to the Bahamian people. Under Prime Minister Philip Edward Brave Davis, we have had steady leadership and a team that understands that national development cannot stop at the shoreline of New Providence. That is why one of our strongest parts of the Blueprint for Progress is our commitment to the Family Islands. We are offering a dedicated development plan for every family island, stronger transport links, better banking access, broadband on every inhabited island by 2031, and continued investments in airports and infrastructure across our archipelago. That matters because for far too long, too many family island communities have felt as though they were being asked to wait for their turn. Our offer is different. We are saying clearly that every island must have a plan of its own, shaped by its own needs, its own strengths, and its own opportunities. That means looking seriously at what Bimini needs, what Cat Island needs, what Exuma needs, what Eleuthera needs, and what Andros needs, and of course what Grand Bahama needs, and building policy around the lives of the people who live there. That is what forward planning looks like. And the truth is, this is already being seen with the work underway. For the first time, we have multiple major construction projects happening across our family islands all at once. Airports are being built or upgraded in Bimini, Cat Island, Exuma, Eleuthera, and Grand Bahama. That is the clearest sign that this administration is building beyond Nassau and taking national development seriously. And we are not stopping there. In the Blueprint for Progress, the PLP is also offering to begin the work of planning a new city in Andros. That is a serious long-term vision for national development. It speaks to new housing, new business opportunities, farming, environmental enterprise, and new economic activity. It says that Andros is central to the future growth of this country. It says that the future of the Bahamas must be planned with vision, care, and confidence. That is why this election is about more than slogans. It is about whether the country chooses steady leadership under Prime Minister Davis, or a team with a serious plan, or whether it turns away from that work already underway. The PLP is the party offering a plan for every family island. The PLP is the party offering a stronger infrastructure, better connectivity, and real development beyond Nassau. The PLP is the party thinking ahead, planning ahead, and building ahead. So as voters consider the options before them, I ask them to look at the leadership before them, look at the team before them, and look at the offer before them. If you want a Bahamas where every island counts, where development reaches further, and where the future is being planned with purpose, then the choice is clear. I invite you, Bahamians, choose progress.
Thanks so much for those two opening remarks. We now pass it over to our leader, the legal team, which are part of Keenan Johnson's remit.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I wish to start by responding to a video that has gone viral on social media today with the national chairman of the Free National Movement, who took a video outside of the Parliamentary Registry Department today. I don't wish to go into all of what was said, but I want to focus on two remarks that was made by the national chairman. He said that by law, a certified register should have been made available. And then he said that despite the requirement in law, the register is not available. And so I just wish to draw the public to the specific area of the law that I believe that he's referring to and to provide some clarification. Under the Parliamentary Elections Act, Section 25(2)(a), it states that the Parliamentary Commissioner shall on the 15th day following the day of the issue of the writ of election publish a register at the office of the Parliamentary Commissioner. We are aware that the writ was issued on April 9th, so the day following would be April 10th. That would be when that 15 days starts to run. So April 10th would be the first day. It's important to read that in conjunction with Section 2 of the Parliamentary Elections Act that actually defines a day. And it says that a day includes every day other than Sunday or a public holiday. And so if you count day one being April 10th, and you count 15 days and you exclude the 3 Sundays that are in there, then that takes you to April 27th, which is tomorrow. And so it's unfortunate that the national chairman would have made some premature remarks that would have caused concern unnecessarily. And I think it's important for the public to understand exactly what the law says and to understand exactly what is required of the Parliamentary Registry Department. And so we have every belief that the PRD will issue the register in time, and that time would be tomorrow and not today or any day before today. I'd like to also just make some reference to the advance poll. We know that the deadline for advance poll was Saturday past, April 25th, and it is expected that we will have hopefully a smooth process in terms of early voting, which will take place on the 30th, this coming Thursday. And so I just want to state that the polls will be open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We currently have 12 stations in New Providence, and we have 5 stations in Grand Bahama. So it's important to note that if you are registered for the advance poll and you're on the Family Island, there are no advance poll centers on the Family Island. You will have to vote. You will have to come to New Providence in order to vote. And so while the Parliamentary Registry Department did issue the locations, I think it's worthwhile just to go through them very quickly so persons can appreciate where they are going to be voting this coming Thursday if they're voting in the advance poll. And so Bain and Grandstown and Centerville would be at C.R. Walker. Fort Charlotte and Mount Moriah would be at H.O. Nash. Yamacraw and Elizabeth would be at Thelma Gibson. Fox Hill and St. Anne's would be at Doris Johnson. Marathon and Freetown would be at C.I. Gibson. Angliston, Garden Hills, and St. Barnabas will be at the Kendall G.L. Isaacs Gym. Carmichael and Golden Gates will be at S.C. McPherson. Bamboo Town, Pinewood, and South Beach will be at C.B. Bethel. Sea Breeze and Nassau Village will be at Sadie Curtis. Golden Isles and Southern Shores will be at Anatole Rogers. St. James, Killarney, and Tall Pines will be at Garvin Tynes. And as indicated, Family Islands will also vote in New Providence, and that location will be at the University of the Bahamas Performing Arts Building. As it relates to Grand Bahama, Central Grand Bahama will be at the City of Life Building on Britannia Boulevard. East Grand Bahama will be at Eric L. Sam Center, Church of the Ascension, Arden Forest Road. Marco City would be at the Belinda M. Wilson Convention Center, Ponce de Leon Drive. Pine Ridge will be at Foster B. Pristina Center, Pro Cathedral of Christ the King, Pioneers Way East. And West Grand Bahama will be at 8 Mile Rock High School Gymnasium in Martintown. Thank you.
Thanks for those updates. Colleagues, just before we go to the members of the media, it's important our candidates underscore that in 16 days, the people of the Bahamas will be making a decision on who they wish to govern for the next 5 years. The chairman of the Free National Movement started his comments today saying that his belief in an error was either intentional or sheer incompetence. And what the Keenan has just demonstrated was the inability of the chairman of the FNM to read the law and to comprehend it in a way that speaks to the date being tomorrow. And these are persons who want to offer themselves for governance. I also refer the public on the issue of international observers, because the FNM would have you to believe that this is something that has never happened in the Bahamas. And the Prime Minister refers yesterday to it being inappropriate for the leader of the opposition to make such a request to the U.S. Embassy. And that comes because the laws of the Bahamas governs extremely clearly on that process. It says the Governor General may, after consultation with the Parliamentary Commissioner, invite any person or groups of persons from the outside of the Bahamas to visit any island in the Bahamas for the purpose of observing the conduct of an election. The name of any person or groups of persons so invited shall be published in the Gazette. Each person shall be issued an identity card by the Parliamentary Commissioner, and that card shall be displayed prominently during an observation activities. The law does not say the leader of the opposition has the responsibility of inviting international observers. It clearly states that the Governor General may, after consultation with the Parliamentary Commissioner. And so from time to time, it's unfortunate that the FNM continues, whether intentionally or deliberate, to mislead the public in trying to unnecessarily push out misinformation. Very quickly, if there's any questions from members of the media.
Lynell. Turn it on.
It's on.
Lynell Munnings from the Tribune. Minister Glover ruled. So this week there were images circulating showing a senior public officer in party paraphernalia. I know your ministry had issued a memo, I guess, reminding senior civil servants about the General Order 949 and the need for political neutrality. So I just wanted to know, will disciplinary be taken in this particular instance, or what will be done?
Well, I think the matter was with a permanent secretary.
Yes, ma'am.
And permanent secretaries report directly to the Prime Minister. The Office of the Prime Minister will, in that regard, handle any communications regarding that matter. But yes, my ministry has put out several occasions general orders that speaks to the participation outwardly front line of public servants in political life. So we will, or in political front line. So the matter of that level of public servant is actually handled through the Office of the Prime Minister, and I would direct any questions in that regard there.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Minister. Any further questions? I know that you had a question insofar as the billboards. You're fine. Okay. That brings us to the close. You have any further statements, Minister?
Well, I'd like to bring some clarity to a statement that I hear frequently. I would like to, first of all, congratulate our Labor Relations Unit of the Ministry of Labor and Public Service. Tomorrow we will be signing Industrial Agreements 63 and 64. We signed Industrial Agreement number 62 on the 16th of April. That is with the Bahamas Educator, Counselors, and Allied Workers Union. We congratulate the Beckawu Union on signing their new industrial agreement, and we look forward to Industrial Agreements 63 and 64 tomorrow. I want to dispel the myth that I hear, the rhetoric that's coming from the other side, that we're signing a number of agreements, but they're not being honored. Well, contrary to what they are saying, we cannot have a second round of industrial agreement signings if we haven't honored the agreements that are already in place. They may speak to one or two clauses that there were probably challenges with over the past few months that have since been ameliorated. In terms of all 61 of our industrial agreements to date, they've all been honored in full. Where there are issues of payment or any clauses that speak to payment, that is an administrative matter that, first of all, payments have to be administered based on information received, spreadsheets. We have to ensure that there is the proper documentation. There's the proper uploading of the manual uploading of any financial information to our system, which is why we're working so hard to ensure that we bring online our Oracle system that will help us significantly with the digitization of our financial management and human resource management systems. When there is uploading of payments, there are timelines that have to be met. And of course, there's the proper information that has to be received in order to make payments on a timely manner or to meet deadlines. Where we fail to do that, we have still assured that payments have been made to those designated groups. But to say that industrial agreements are being signed and not honored is absolutely incorrect. And we are proud to congratulate our employer confederations, our unions, and our industrial relations unit on continuing to work in good faith, continuing to negotiate in good faith, and continuing to bring our industrial agreements across the finish line, which speaks to added and secured benefits and improved benefits for thousands of workers across our country in both the public and private sector. So we look forward to those signings tomorrow and the continued negotiations that are happening across our labor relations unit.
I think Minister Jane Lightburn wanted to make an observation.
Yeah, I too congratulate the Labor Relations Unit and the Honorable Pia Glover-Roll and her team, because if you look historically, I know in my time, I spent a few decades in the public service, and there was never an industrial relations agreement signing of 2 sessions in one particular term. And so it's not only historic for me, it's and for the people and the workers of this country, but it shows the seriousness of this government to sit and negotiate in a single term an industrial agreement that would have been honored, and then another industrial agreement to take them forward, honoring the commitment of the government for the laborers in this country. So that is to be noted, and I think the team is to be commended.
Thanks so much. That brings us to the end of this week's press conference. See you next week.